So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mike 58 right there. Ready?
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check it, Humphrey. 40. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Hey, watch it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 52. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run with Elliott. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know I listened to you yesterday when we were watching. There, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Check out. Okay.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Check. Watch 54. Check right. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Josh Jones in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Tip. He's coming. We got double up.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
What? Koolaid!
Check, Mike 54.
That's it.
Pick up the ball. Tighten up. Wide. Get wide. Watch twist.
On second down, it's Elliott. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
3rd and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. It's just me and you. Whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Pick the edge. Come. Sit.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down.
One set. Mike 57. Mike 57.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go play action now. Haskins. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Haskins. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
54. Run left. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Green, let it cut.
Wilson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Reload. Check 49. Switch.
Here's Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Third down.
Line 90.
56 is the mark.
So we got man. Out. Set it. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Crunch.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go. Here comes the me, it's me.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. This is Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Right there, 56. Watch the run. Gun. Man, move it. You gotta get that. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Mike 56. Gotta do better.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Taking a and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 49-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. Motion.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach,